questions for them? Get your thoughts together.
I would love to ask some of them some questions. I kind of want to think. I would really love to talk to Wilan. I'd like to see what's going through their heads.
Like what their tact. I want to know what their tact is toward the game. How they view how to control the flags and whatever. Let's see here. Waiting for some players to come join us. One from each team, hopefully. Bart is asking. Bart being Bart, my esports hero. There's Bart. Bart,
Hi.
thoughts on the match? They played 5. They gave us a nice long series of games to watch.
Yes, yeah, it was good. It was nice to see the guys from Dino back at it again in spirit, or Dino in spirit, I guess. And I think Wilan, this is their second match, I believe. So, they put up a pretty good fight against a very strong core team. I mean, if they're coming from a kind of mixed background and they all just came together to play, versus a team that's made up of 5/7 or 5/8 of an established team, certainly a tall task. And I think it looked fun. And,
Do you
and went
prefer
well.
do you prefer teams? Do you prefer when teams do all 5 maps? You can see more action on the maps, how they play, or do you just want to see people doing the best of 5?
In general, I think it's better to see all the maps just because, it's... Here's the thing. It's like, the more documented footage we have of all the maps, if something goes wrong, it's just all the more likely that we catch it. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
if there is some glaring problem with dry dock that happens 1% of the time, and it happens on the stream, like some of the flag warping stuff, and has helped us diagnose issues. So I really like to see everything, and also I think it's more entertaining from the spectator side. You get to see 5 different terrains and
Yeah.
sets and everything.
And I'll try and pass that along to the teams that I know, see if they're willing to do more maps. 'Cause I want to see more Bella. I want to see Bella play the new version without this open. See how it plays now that it's been changed. And
Yeah,
just different stuff. Different stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't. It's certainly never going to be a mandate. I think the team should get to choose what they want to play.
Yeah, sure.
If both teams agree not to play a map, it's not really my place to say you have to, unless it's a specific directive given to me from development staff, or our management, obviously. But I think. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, what are your thoughts on how the Invitational is going so far? Have you learned a lot from it?
Yeah, certainly. I've certainly seen quite a bit of emergent play already. You can really point your finger directly at flag punting and say, that's something completely new and emergent to Tribes Ascend.
I think, are these 3 players all from Team Experiment? Jazzy, Leech, and Rip?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We might be.
That's Zato also. We don't have anyone from
They're heading.
Wilan, unfortunately.
They're heading here.
Okay. Well, let's ask Team Experiment a few questions. Are you all from Dino, or were you Experiment Originals?
Only 4 of us are from Dino.
Is that a
4 or
serious
5.
question?
Well, I was told there were like 6 or something like that, who all came with you. Anyone?
It's Zato, Got Haggis, Small Kiwi, Hetui, Jazzy J, and Video P.
Sounds like 6.
Well, Video P wasn't really on Dino.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
We feel bad about inviting him to play with us, and then the team broke apart.
Oh, right. I understand. That would be very sad to invite somebody and have your team, kind of fail on them. You feel silly after doing that. But so you came out strong. You won really hard, but you also gave a lot of caps to Wilan. Were they playing really well, or did you make mistakes? What do you think?
I think they played really well, especially on Dry Dock. They really came together during the map, and on Kata too. I mean, we've never played together before, so it was a learning experience for us too. But it was good. We didn't do our pregame stretching either, so I think that was a problem.
I have noticed teams have had trouble when they're not really ready to play, and they sort of warm up on the first map, and they realize, oh, we weren't really warmed up the first map, and that's why we were playing so badly. And they catch their stride. So I saw Zato rocking that Juggernaut. It hasn't been very favored. Why did you do that? Zato's muted.
Oh, sorry. With the changes to the Juggernaut, I think that it's pretty viable as an offensive class now.
Oh, we have Mexico now. Mexico from Wilan. Hello.
I think he's still working on his mic, so
maybe
he
working on
just
his setup.
installed.
But either way, okay.
Well, what did you like? What do you think of the Juggernaut? Because the Juggernaut still feels a little weak. there isn't a lot of space for heavy offense. You're just doing flag clear, and there seems to be a lot more that can do flag clear better.
That earthquake generator is quite powerful.
Bart was saying before the cast that that's going to be worked on. I think the shake.
Nerve. It's actually a bug. It's not working as intended on the screen shake.
Thank God, because when you get hit by it, it's like you're having a seizure.
It's actually it actually is an interesting part of Tribes Ascend is like there's an insane premium on like any kind of vision disruption, and that weapon has quite a bit of it. So it is I expect to see different things out of it when it's just a pure damage and spread and clearing weapon rather than
when you say
destroy a whole
premium, do you
world.
mean like item budget, or like what do you mean?
I'm sorry.
When you say premium, do you mean like budget for the?
No.
item?
Just that like those abilities are in very very high demand and they're very very strong.
Yeah, whiteout clearing is currently
Whiteouts, right?
very well.
Screen shake, any of that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, anything that disorients players, is
People like it. They want
it's
it.
different than right. Well, it's different than like a corridor shooter or like Call of Duty, in
Yeah.
which where when you're temporarily blinded or it freeze frames you and then blurs it. It's a little different because spray and pray is a lot more effective than in Tribes, where it's really a 360-degree angle for many of our stands that you would need to be defending from.
Okay, we have a lot of players in here from both teams, so
Yeah, I'll shut
try
up.
and
You
talk
got it,
one at a
man.
time if you can. You have questions for the teams, Bart, from that match you just watched?
No, I think I like to let the teams ask each other questions if they have any
Please,
right off the bat.
go ahead, 1% at a time if you can.
I just want to say I'm happy I didn't get randomly teleported from one end of the map to the other.
Well, that's not random.
Does that happen to you a lot?
Probably once a pub.
Okay, well, Wilan, good games to you. Do you have comments or questions for Team Experiment?
No, we just want to thank them for a great game. This was our second match, and we've been learning as we've been going along, just kind of enjoying the game, trying out some different strategies, and we appreciate them letting us get a few caps, and it's been going well.
Go
I
ahead,
did have a
Digi.
question concerning what happened with Dry Dock. Did you guys change something on Dry Dock, or did Experiment change something on Dry Dock, or what happened? Because that game turned around on a dime and looked like you guys were about to go 5-4 in favor of Wilan there for a minute, if it weren't for that last-minute cap or return that happened right on the flag stand in that big cluster.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. I think we swapped a couple players, O and D. We switched from a Hoff to a more traditional setup on the flag, and then just had some really good caps. Stone is quite an awesome capper.
Who is that?
That's Satnar, sorry.
Satnar is Stone, okay. What was I going to say? Something about... I don't remember the scores from your first game, which I did cast, but I do want to know, do you feel you've improved since that game?
Definitely. We've taken into account the spamming aspect of the game. We didn't really do that in our first match, so I think we're getting better.
That was quite annoying.
I did see Mexico doing some MERV launcher spam. Did you have problems with that, Jazzy?
Yeah.
There's a big problem for you. Okay. Maybe Digi was wrong. Maybe you should try that, Digi. Try it out in the pub. See what works. I'll cap for you.
I have a question for Bart.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to change super heavy, right?
How do you mean?
Oh, because body blocking is just amazing right now.
It is getting a little bit of a nerf in a way. Just the damage is going to be taken down. I can't remember. It's right around like it can one shot a medium right now if they're going fast enough.
Oh yeah, that's kind of silly.
And I
Yeah.
think it's going to be changed to where it can't one shot a medium, but it'll do damage. It was capped at like 185, I think, is the max that it continues to do damage or additional damage. So it's going to go. I think it's like it goes up overall, but it's less at 185. Like it won't one shot mediums at anything but insanely high speeds, and it's much more reasonable as is.
Us cappers would appreciate a little nerf there.
No, does that affect you in pubs, or do you see a lot of heavies on flag in your scrims and pickups?
I think I've noticed since I cap in medium a lot, I think I've noticed that I can just, if I catch somebody on my way in and they have it, it's like almost insta kill. Which is
I was
annoying.
running with it tonight as a medium.
All right, so Wilan, what did Team Experiment do that messed you up the most? What was their best play they were running?
Well, we weren't really expecting the infiltrator. That caught us by surprise. We had practiced for all the new changes in the patch, but that is not something we really prepared for. So kudos to the infiltrator.
Thanks.
So
I forget who that
the-
was. That Leech?
That was me, yeah. Quick question on that to Bart. Is there any changes to do about infiltrator capping, cloak? Because I know a lot of people are being annoyed by that. They can cloak in, they don't even see you coming, and then you grab the flag, and then bam, he's going with the flag. So I mean,
Just turn around and melee all the time. No, yeah, I've heard a lot of creative ideas for it, and we've kind of discussed them all, and I think we found something we're comfortable with that should be upcoming. I don't know if it made it in this patch, but it's basically, you know, kind of the general ideas are around like either a kind of sloping energy gain increase as you go faster, so that the faster you're going, obviously the more energy it drains, or either that or it actually will like make you in the invisible but visible state, like the active state, when you exceed certain speed thresholds.
yeah.
Those are kind of the ideas I've heard thrown around with some variation as well, and I think that you know, that's the kind of stuff that we're looking at. I think it'll be addressed because it's not in combination with the whiteouts. It's not too terribly fun in competition, or to try to spot an invisible capper while blind. That's just a little bit. I think it's a little too serious. So I think that's one of the things that was apparent to me after watching the scrims from post patch.
So I had a question for Jazzy J or any of the other defenders. Which one would you find more annoying, the Merv spam versus, say, two Raiders, whiteouts, and arcs?
Whiteouts.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't run whiteouts tonight, but I guess whiteouts definitely after
That makes
they
you happy.
nerf the.
You're happier getting
yes,
merved than
yes.
having being whiteouted. Okay,
Well, I wasn't happy being merved, but
happier than being whiteouted.
yes.
Okay, so on the other side, Experiment, what do you think that Wilan did really well that you weren't expecting really?
I guess one question I had, I don't know, it looked like you guys had a ton of defense on all the maps. Like, some of the maps, it felt like you had 5 or 6 guys around the flag sometimes. So were you guys switching that up, or?
We did. We initially wanted to try a 3-0 5D situation, but then we switched to a 4-4 because it just wasn't working out for us. So again, we're just kind of experimenting with some of those setups.
Was it a fluke that I saw Experiment had 4D at one point on Drydock, or was that just would you actually try to do that on purpose?
No, we
We made
stacked.
the adjustment, yep.
Okay. And let me think. What was I gonna say? Well, I've run out of questions. Good games, everybody.
No, definitely good games. We appreciate it, Wilan. Next time, let us know when.
Yeah, good games, and it was good fun.
Thank you.
Anyone
Guys.
got anything else?
All right,
Bart,
yep.
anyone?
Thank you guys for the scrim. We appreciate it.
Hey, Bart, one of our strikers wants to know if there's going to be any changes to drifting.
Not in this next patch. I don't
Leave it the way it is. It's awesome.
PM Blue Jay and tell him to stop whining.
It's so got much more depth than it did before.
You have to adapt. You really need to adapt to the way the new strike works. We've already seen it a couple of times used to great effect against cappers, especially at lower speeds.
There are cool things you can do with it. Learn how to do it. Don't whine. Just adapt. Be Tau. Be tribes. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I had a shout out. Someone wanted me to shout out. Nitrous wanted me to tell Rip that you are cut.
Damn.
I assume he means your muscles are cut, and not that you're cut from the team.
I don't know. I guess it's easy to cut the leader, I guess. I don't know. All right,
You are
thanks,
the
guys.
leader of Experiment?
Yep.
All right. We will catch you all next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks to both teams.
That's a lot of leave spam.
Yeah, it is.
How we doing, Craig? Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
What was your favorite moment of the night?
Um,
There were a lot of them, I think. A lot of crazy flag scrambles and a lot of crazy
Yeah,
pickups that were
those-
like last second.
The last second E-grabs from Wilan were just comical. I think one of my favorites was on Crossfire when they had the two guys in the base that were just waltzing around and they just took the flag and went away with it. And I remember it pretty vividly. I had my camera locked, facing in there, and all of a sudden these two guys pop out of the doorway, and I'm like, where the hell did they come from?
Well, we are Tribescast. We love Tribes. It's a great game to watch and to cast. We will be with you hopefully tomorrow and very soon. I am Delirium. We have Digital Outcast, High-Res Bart, and Craig tonight. We will see you soon.
Good night.
Good night.
Also, really quick, if you are interested, we would love it, love it if you could follow us. Just click the little follow button